started at 9:30. Maybe it'll go on 12 hours, at least 11 hours. Different devotees from Europe came, from Germany, from UK, from London, and so on. So if you want a little bit of break from US, come to Ireland and have a nice, wonderful place here. To come here, we have to take like a barge, like a small boat carrier. It takes me no more than 10 minutes, no less than 10 minutes to cross like a river. And it's a very nice place for retreat or to be a little bit more in the mode of goodness, because the city is a mode of passion and ignorance. And forest, there's a big forest here. Yeah. Okay, just give me just a couple minutes more, okay?
Sure.
Just
Hare
gonna
Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Just gonna
Dandavad
set up.
Pranam.
Dandavad. Mm-mm. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. At least there's about close to 200 devotees here, and that's a lot for Ireland. 200 devotees or so. Mm-mm. It's called Krishna Island. It was established many years ago by Prithu Prabhu and also Sasvarup Maharaj during his early days here. He stayed here for over 2 years. Mm-mm. Just a second. Today is 25th. 26. Jai. Okay. We're almost there. Can you hear me? Can you hear the kirtan loud? Or maybe I'll use a separate mic.
We don't hear Kirtan.
Yeah,
You
we
don't
can
hear-
hear you.
But you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the kirtan is like quite a little bit loud for me, but I think we can manage. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Ballava Girivaradhari, Jaya Gopi Jana Ballava Girivaradhari, Yasodhanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana, Yasodhanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana, Yamuna Tira Bhanachari, Yamuna Tira Bhanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodhanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodhanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanchari Yamuna Tira Vanchari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Sri Radhe Jaya Radha Madana Mohan Radha Madana Mohan Sri Radhe Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Sri Radhe Jaya Radha Gopinata Radha Gopinata Sri Radhe Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Sri Radhe Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Guru Maharaj Guru Maharaj Guru Maharaj Jaya Guru Maharaj Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Shitana Pimanandi Hari Hari Bol. So I'm going to read from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And this is verse number 26. Is that correct, Jagannath Priya Prabhu? Haribo?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
I'm trying to share screen. Correct, Maharaj. Yes.
Text 26. Namaung Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pushtaya Bhutale Shrimati Gopal Krishna Goswami Itamini Prabhupada Sahityam Yapakasha Pitivyacha Pracharam Giravan Shadu Bhagavad Pada Itin Namaung Padaya Krishna Pushtaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dati Swapadhantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Kamalam Sri Gurum Vaisnavamscha Sirupang sakrajatam sahagana ragunatam vitam tam sajivam Sadvaitam sabadotam parejana sahitam Krishna chaitanya devam Sri Radha Krishna padam sahagana lalita Sri Visakanditamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I don't have a very fast network here because I think many are using it, but hopefully Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I hope I'm still with you. I'm still with you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let me see. Text 26, observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 1.
Maharaj, you're frozen.
I send him a message. Hopefully he'll join soon.
ऐसा नहीं है, याद रखो। इसको खाली करके लाना है, दूसरा भी एग्जाम से। ठीक है, पापा को बोलना इसको एम्प्टी कर देंगे और इसमें आइस क्यूब्स।
Hare Krishna. Okay. Mhm. Let me see. Just a moment, please. Everything is all. Mm. Give me a moment. Everything was deleted. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, please. Hare Krishna. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay, again, reading. Okay, we're back. Let me see where we are. Tatra pasyat sitang parta pitring ata pitamahan acharyang matulang batrin putrang pautra sikims tata Swasurang Suridas Chaiba Senayur Upayor Api. Tatra, there, Apashat, he could see Stitan standing, Partha, Arjuna, Pitrin, fathers, Ata also, Pitamahan, grandfathers, Acharyan, teachers, Matulang, maternal, uncles, Patrin, brothers, Putran, sons, Potran, grandsons, Sakin, friends, Tata, two, Swasuran, fathers-in-law, Suridha, well-wishers, Cha also, Eva, certainly, Senayo of the armies, Ubayo of both parties, Api including. Translation. There Arjuna could see within the midst of the armies of both parties, his fathers, grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, sons, grandsons, friends, and also his fathers-in-law and well-wishers. Purport. On the battlefield, Arjuna could see all kinds of relatives. He could see persons like Buddhisrava, who were his father's contemporaries, grandfathers Bhishma and Somadatta, teachers like Dronacharya and Kripacharya, maternal uncles like Salya and Shakuni, brothers like Duryodhana, sons like Lakshman, friends like Ashvatthama, well-wishers like Kritavarma, etc. He could see also the armies which contained many of his friends. So, yes, Srila Prabhupada, from the notes here, provides the names of those Arjuna saw. That means all of the armies in both parties, his grandfathers, Bhishma, Somadatta, and Burishrava. Burishrava is a contemporary of his father, so it's like the uncle is also considered to be similar in some respect to one's father, Burishrava. And then Somadatta, teachers like Dronacharya, Kripacharya, maternal uncles, Salya and Sakini, brothers like Duryodhana and Lakshmana, friends like Ashvatthama, well-wishers like Kritavarma. So these are all his kinsmen, his relatives, so to speak. So it's very, very awkward for Arjuna seeing all of this, his opponents. So hold on. Let me see. Something is problem here again. So it is very important to understand that how can he fight? How can he fight? It is not possible to be in a situation whereby you are against your kinsman on the other side. If we're gonna be put into that kind of situation, it's not possible for us to face it, isn't it? It's not possible for us to make a decision what to do. Hare Krishna. So better for Arjuna, this is like an indecision situation for him to understand what to do. It's not possible, isn't it? We have to read next one now. We have to read the next verse because it's just a simple statements from Prabhupada whereby we are going to read what is going to be the reaction of Arjuna. Okay, let me see now. Hare Krishna. Next text. Do you have the next text there, Prabhu? Let me see the next text.
Yes.
Okay. Next text, 27. Tan samiksya sa konteya sarvang bandung avastitang kripaya parya vishto vishidang idang abrabit. Okay. Translation. When the son of Kunti, Arjuna, saw all these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. Let me see what compassion here means. The meaning, it says in the notes, Krishna has driven Arjuna's chariots so that Arjuna is face to face with Bhishma and Drona. Thus, we can understand it is by Krishna's arrangement that Arjuna, on the verge of fighting with and perhaps even killing his respected grandfather Bhishma and his military guru Drona, is feeling compassion and reverential affection just prior to the battle of Kurukshetra. So beginning with this verse, Arjuna will describe his reasons for desiring not to fight, and Krishna will reject them all. So there is Arjuna's reasons now, which we're going to read, starting now, 28. Let me go back again. What is text 28? Arjuna Uvacha Trisvenmam Swajanam Krishna Yuyutsung Samupashtitang Shidantimam Agatrani Mukhang Cha Parisusyati. Arjuna said, "My dear Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives present before me in such a fighting spirit, I feel the limbs of my body quivering and my mouth drying up." So these are the signs of Arjuna's hesitation, seeing his friends and relatives, his kinsmen, even though he's a Satriya, his duty is to fight the opponent. But here, the opponents are all known to him. Therefore, some signs, his limbs of his body quivering and his mouth drying up. Purport: any man who has genuine devotion to the Lord has all the good qualities which are found in godly persons or in demigods, whereas the non-devotees, however advanced he may be in material qualifications, by education and culture, lacks in godly qualities. As such, Arjuna, just after seeing his kinsmen, friends, and relatives on the battlefield, was at once overwhelmed by compassion for them, who had so decided to fight amongst themselves. As far as his soldiers were concerned, he was sympathetic from the beginning, but he felt compassion even for the soldiers of the opposite party, foreseeing their imminent death. And while he was so thinking, the limbs of his body began to quiver, and his mouth became dry. He was more or less astonished to see their fighting spirit. Practically the whole community, all blood relatives of Arjuna, had come to fight with him. This overwhelmed a kind devotee like Arjuna. Although it is not mentioned here, still one can easily imagine that not only were Arjuna's bodily limbs quivering and his mouth drying up, but he was also crying out of compassion. Such symptoms in Arjuna were not due to weakness, but to his soft-heartedness, a characteristic of a pure devotee of the Lord. It is said, therefore, Yashyasti Bhaktir Bhagavati Akinchana Sarvair Gunais Tatra Samashate Shura Haro Abhaktasya Kuto Mahadguna Manoratina Shati Devato Bahi. One who has unflinching devotion for the personality of Godhead has all the good qualities of the demigods. But one who is not a devotee of the Lord has only material qualifications that are of little value. This is because he is hovering on the mental plane and is certain to be attracted by the glaring material energy. Shrimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 18, Text 12. So what struck me in this translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada is that of the nature of Arjuna being a devotee. Naturally, he has a soft heart. This is the nature of a genuine devotee. He has a soft heart. Now, this having soft heart is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of compassion. Yes, we've heard the word compassion many times here. This is one of the qualities of the demigods. It says that all the qualities of the demigods embodied in the devotee's heart. Yes, it's there. And I can also see that this is also present and the example of that compassionate nature we can see from our Guru Maharaj. So what does it mean to have a soft heart like Arjuna? And why is it that a pure devotee possesses all of these divine qualities? Yes. And we can see all of these truths also our spiritual master, he also embodied this. So this is not like more of a sentimental kind of like quality. This is genuine because we can see this also from our Guru Maharaj while he was still around with us. His compassionate nature. It's not a sentimental weakness. Yes. And because his lifelong commitment to Srila Prabhupada's mission and the deliverance of the conditioned soul. So any devotee will have this. And we should also somehow imbibe that kind of quality from our Guru Maharaj. So there's a verse, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 25, Text 21. Titikshava karunika shurida sarvadehina ajata shatrava shanta sadhava sadhu bhushana. It's very important. This is a very important verse, meaning that the symptoms of a sadhu are that he is tolerant, merciful, and friendly to all living entities. He has no enemies. He is peaceful. He abides by the scriptures, and all his characteristics are sublime. Guru Maharaj, I remember he would quote this very often in his lectures because he knows it by heart, and also he exemplified these symptoms of a sadhu. So Tikshava, tolerant, Karunika, merciful, Surida Sarvadehinam, the well-wishing friend of all living beings, Ajata, Satrava, without enemies, Shanta, peaceful, Sadhava, saintly, and Sadhubhushana. Yes, these are the decorations of saintly personality like our Guru Maharaj. So this is very important. These are like ornaments that decorates the Vaishnava, not the decoration in the material world in the sense that in the material platform, decorations materially is like by wealth, position, scholarship, management power, number of followers, or external influence. And mostly the real ornament of a Vaishnava is that of a compassionate, saintly character. And I'm sure all of us, his disciples, witness this special quality of our Guru Maharaj. Prabhupada, he imbibed this special quality from Srila Prabhupada and the disciplic succession, and ultimately Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are the personified compassion. It's like our book, the second book that we published is entitled Mission of Compassion, because we're followers of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan mission to propagate the holy name, the Yuga Dharma, in order to help the conditioned souls. So this is our family business, to help the conditioned souls in their suffering conditions to be delivered from the cycle of repeated birth and death. And so Guru Maharaj, he has all of these qualities. Yes, he's tolerant, merciful, well-wisher of devotees and conditioned souls alike. He has no personal enmity. He's very peaceful, even very difficult times, immense pressure. I've never seen him so disturbed, or he's always very calm, and it is contagious. Because he's always committed to Srila Prabhupada, to the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and to the scriptures. So this verse, try to remember this verse. This is the embodiment. Guru Maharaj is the embodiment of this verse. He exemplified all of this. So because Guru Maharaj, especially one of his main qualities is that of compassionate nature. Karunika, merciful, that is also considered to be as compassionate. So merciful, compassionate, they're like synonymous, well-wishers of everyone. That's almost synonymous. He says that real compassion means to understand the root cause of suffering and act for the eternal welfare of the soul. So that's why one time Guru Maharaj has told me or another that I travel because to make sure that my disciples are making progress and to meet new devotees, to help them. To help them to make progress in Krishna consciousness. So, according to the Shastra, the deepest, the root cause of our suffering is that we have forgotten Krishna, forgetful of Krishna. And that's why we are going in the cycle of repeated birth and death again and again, because of this forgetfulness of Krishna. We're accepting different forms of bodies, different species of life, sometimes happy, sometimes distressed, sometimes elevated, sometimes degraded. So to help the conditioned soul revive his forgotten relationship with Krishna, this is what you call compassion. And in our movement, Srila Prabhupada has also exemplified this. He is also personified compassion, the mercy of Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Guru Maharaj, following in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, has shown us also. So, as disciples and followers of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Maharaj, we should also try our very best to imbibe this compassionate nature. And for that matter, like Arjuna as well, because he's a very saintly personality. He has this way called soft heart. So, because Arjuna is not an ordinary person, he's an eternal associate of Lord Krishna, that whenever the Bhagavad Gita is spoken, Arjuna is always there. But somehow he was put into a situation that, even though he's a liberated soul, he was put in a situation whereby he has forgotten what is the real nature of the living entities, to please Krishna, to serve Lord Krishna. So apparently he is in confusion here, doesn't know what to do. That's why these two verses very important, 27 and 28, the first chapter. He saw all of these different grades of friends and relatives, and he was overwhelmed, and he doesn't know what to do now. He was put in a situation where, what do we do also? What are we supposed to do? If we are put into that situation, we're probably going to be more confused, more than ever, more than Arjuna. Even though Arjuna is there and Krishna besides him, he still is confused. He doesn't know what to do. Kripaya paraya vashta. Kripaya paraya vishta. Overwhelmed with deep compassion. Because what is the use? He was thinking of that. What is the use? What is the value of victory even if I win this battle and I'm going to kill my elders, my relatives, teachers and friends? It's not very, very uh, enjoying. He said that also, what is the use? Even if all of them are killed, how can I enjoy the kingdom alone? So this is a series of up to text 30. And that we just read, yeah, my whole body is trembling. These are the signs. My mouth is drying up. Whole body is trembling, body is quivering, hair is standing on end. Gandiva, his bow is slipping from his hand. His skin is burning. He is unable to stand any more longer in the midst of the two armies. He says, I am forgetting myself and my mind is reeling. I see only causes of misfortune. I do not see how any good can come from killing my own kinsman in this battle. So this is natural for a devotee. He has a soft heart, very merciful, compassion. It says also that our heart is compared to different kind of vessels made of different elements. Sometimes we've heard also, oh, you have a heart of gold, or oh, that person has a very, very hard heart, like steel. or iron. Uh, Sometimes we've heard also, oh, be very careful with that person because his heart is very soft that it can easily be broken. Especially for personalities who are very touchy, those personalities who are very emotional. If you say something which, let's say, pinch their nerves, then they may not speak with you for a long time because, again, that is in the bodily concept of life. So a heart can be made of gold, can be also made of like a clay pot that can be easily broken and difficult to mend. So, yes, Arjuna's heart is very soft because uh, it's not that uh, his his compassion, in a sense, is sentimental. Hmm? Hmm. And Lord Krishna will not want Arjuna to remain in that having a sentimental, compassionate nature, but a very strong heart. So Krishna would want to teach Arjuna transcendental compassion. He just want to purify his compassion towards his kinsmen, his relatives, his uncles, his friends, and so on. So, yes, compassion is there in the beginning from Arjuna's heart, but it is not genuine compassion. Following the orders of Guru and Krishna will purify us, even this compassionate nature. Cannot be sentimental. In Krishna consciousness, we cannot be sentimental. We have to be strong. So this compassion of Arjuna in the beginning, as just what we've heard, is mixed with the bodily concept, bodily identification, that eventually Arjuna became so strong that ultimately it became aligned with Lord Krishna's will. So, yes, compassion doesn't mean you never correct anyone. If it's needed, yes, it has to be done. We've heard also there is what you call truth hurts. The materialists, they don't want to hear the truth. They want to be flattered. Oh, yes, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, one who flatters you is your enemy, and one who tells you the truth is your friend. Compassionate, in a sense, is not that doesn't mean weak-hearted. That you will not speak strongly if it's needed. Mhm. It's like in India, we've seen a lot of parents, they speak very strongly to their children. Sometimes they will even slap their face. I've seen it in Brindavan. Mother slapped the face of the child, and the child will not cry because if he cries, then more slaps. But I think that is more abuse in a sense. We should not be like that. We should speak the truth palatably. We should speak the truth palatably, uh, in a very accept in a very acceptable way. Says here, this is not Vaishnava compassion that we don't discipline, we don't speak strongly, or we don't correct anyone. No, a real Vaishnava is soft like a flower towards sincere souls. Yeah, Prabhupada says this also, but hard like a thunderbolt against Maya. Vajrat api katurani mridhun kushumadi api. The words and dealings of saintly persons may be harder than a thunderbolt and softer than a flower, softer than the rose. Srila Prabhupada embodied this because he could strongly speak against Mayavad philosophy, atheism, sahaja mentality. And sometimes he would, or not sometimes, he would, when he's very trying to make his point and the person is not accepting his point, sometimes he will call them, "You rascal." You've heard this in his conversations or some of his lectures. He will say, "You rascal." He's against hypocrisy, laziness, and compromise. But at the same time, he cried for the conditioned souls and accepted any sincere person who wanted to serve Krishna. And our Guru Maharaj also, he embodied this balance. It's amazing how Guru Maharaj also, he understood our heart. He knew our mentality, he can see our heart, and he's very balanced. For those who needs heavy chastisement, he will chastise them very heavily. And for those whom he knew that they will break if he chastised them very heavily, but he will never compromise. And it's amazing how he can say it in such a way that the devotee, the disciple will accept it, understanding that if he needs to be corrected, he needs to improve, he will do it. He will do it. This is the real Guru's heart. He wants to be responsible for his disciple and not to compromise. A guru who never corrects may be popular, but he may not be compassionate. A doctor who gives only sweets to the patient is not compassionate. The real doctor may give bitter medicine to save the patient's life. Is that correct, Advaita Prabhu? Huh?
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah. No, the medicine is bitter, but it has to be prescribed. It has to be given. But sometimes, the mother or the parents will give sweets first, and then you take the medicine after. So both ways, right?
Yes.
Both ways. Encouragement is needed, but correction is needed also. That is real compassion. And we should learn that from our Guru Maharaj. How amazing. Even the most difficult personalities, I've seen it, I've witnessed it. I witnessed, like, I may not be able to do it, but he expertly, like, a genuine mendicant, a genuine doctor can cure our disease. I don't know. I'm sure some of you must have witnessed that, or you have that experience if you have committed some mistakes and you will be corrected by Guru Maharaj. This is his love. Show of love is being corrected or chastised, not just always, okay, I know you're wrong, but no chastisement. I know one time we were traveling, and Guru Maharaj, he just initiated one disciple to Brahman initiation. So we returned, and the next year, and he asked him, "Are you chanting your Gayatri regularly?" And the disciple is very truthful, though. So the disciple says, "I'm sorry, Guru Maharaj. I'm not chanting my Gayatri." So Guru Maharaj says, "What is the use? Why you take second initiation? What for?" But he expertly tried to encourage him that he should do it. And I was reading it the other day also, if you can remember, during the Tirubhav Mahotsav program, Guru Maharaj, I read it from my book, because in my book, the quotes from Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj also says that. Yeah, it says, it is essential for one who wants to make progress in Krishna consciousness to take initiation. But one should chant attentively upon the time of initiation, to promise to the spiritual master to chant attentively. However, if one is not chanting attentively, then what is the use of initiation? It was a heavy statement, if we really going to think about it. But again, this is for our own good. If we keep that into our heart, then we will make sure that we want to make progress. So ultimately, though, Arjuna, he finally surrendered. Karishe vachanam taba. That's 1873. I shall do as your will. I shall do your will, whatever you want me to do. So this is the perfection of compassion. Not that I will act according to my emotion. I will act according to public opinion. I will act according to family pressure. I will act according to my fear. I will act according to my comfort. But it should be, Krishna, I will act according to your desire. Guru Maharaj, I will act according to your will. The mentality of the disciple is that he will always want to make his spiritual master happy, irregardless. This is a very important point. The duty of the disciple is to always make his spiritual master happy. Always. Guru Maharaj's mood was not what is convenient for me. His mood was, what does Srila Prabhupada want? What will please Guru and Gauranga? What will help ISKCON? What will help the devotees? What will push forward Lord Chaitanya's mission? So that is Arjuna's mood, and being applied by our modern, let me say, Vaishnava acharyas. In the line of disciplic succession, this is their mood. So yes, Vaishnavas has all the good qualities of the demigods. Yashyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvar gunais tatra samashati shura haro abhaktasya kuto mahadguna mano pratina sati davato bahi. 5:18-12 Shrimad Bhagavatam. All the demigods and their exalted qualities, such as religion, knowledge, and renunciation, become manifest in the body of one who has developed unalloyed devotion to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. On the other hand, a person devoid of devotional service and engaged in material activities has no good qualities. Even if he is adept at the practice of mystic yoga or the honest endeavor of maintaining his family and relatives. He must be driven by his own mental speculations and must engage in the service of the Lord's external energy. How can there be any good qualities in such a man? The number one quality of the disciple is that he is fully surrendered to his Guru Maharaj. If one is fully surrendered unto his Guru Maharaj, to Krishna, then he will have all of these qualities automatically. All the demigods' qualities. Sarvair gunais tatra samasati shura. All the demigods and their qualities reside in the devotee. Why? Because the devotee is, again, surrender, connected to Krishna, who is the source of all these divine qualities. Oh, we've heard that example when an iron is placed into the fire, it becomes fiery also. So when our heart is placed in bhakti, through our spiritual master, then it becomes divine. Our heart also becomes purified. Says here, the devotee does not separately try to become moral, gentle, wise, detached, peaceful, charitable, disciplined, humble, and compassionate. These qualities naturally manifest as the heart becomes purified by bhakti. No humility, no surrender. No surrender, no prema, no bhakti. Prema bhakti. So, these are not material qualities. These are all spiritual qualities. So, yes. So many things to say here. Oh, the divine qualities seen in our Guru Maharaj. So now let us see this. This will be the last one. Guru Maharaj did not have only one quality. He had many qualities because he had a deep devotion to Srila Prabhupada and Krishna. We can see how qualities of the demigods manifested in him in purified Vaishnava form. Like Surya, he has given illumination. The sun removes darkness, and Guru Maharaj also spread the light of Srila Prabhupada's books, instructions, and mission. And wherever he went, he emphasized Srila Prabhupada. He did not want disciples to become disconnected from the founder Acharya. His preaching brought clarity. That's why is also what you call Prabhupada man. He illuminated our path. He's like a beacon for all of us, his disciples. It's like if you're in the middle of in the sea and you want to reach the shore, your main guide is the beacon light. Just by following that, you'll be able to reach the shore. So we'll be able to reach also to go back home, back to Godhead in that way. How? Because he chant seriously. He read only Srila Prabhupada's books. Practically, I've never seen Guru Maharaj reading other books. Always read Prabhupada's books while he's doing his puja. Every time, that is his reading part, and he will also read personally. He's a beacon for all of us because he served ISKCON. He's very loyal to Prabhupada, very responsible. He likes to spread book distribution. He likes to support major projects in ISKCON, especially Mayapur, and his personal offering to Srila Prabhupada, the Kurukshetra project internationally, the Mayapur, TOVP, worship of the deities. He has all of these qualities. He cares for devotees. He likes everyone to cooperate with each other. Is there anything that you find that is not included in Guru Maharaj's qualities? So this is like sunlight, Surya, Chandra. Oh, it's like Chandra. He gave cooling, shelter. It's like the moonlight, moon rays is very cooling, especially during the full moon. Oh, Nitai Padakamala, Koti Chandra Sushitala, Yejai Jagata Jurai. The lotus feet of Lord Nityananda is like cooling millions of moons, the rays. So following in the footsteps of the Adiguru. And Srila Prabhupada, he gives shelter, cooling shelter, just by his presence. He gave shelter to thousands of devotees, thousands of disciples. Says here, many disciples felt that when they approached him, their anxiety reduced. It's like a person, a disciple who is like so much in anxiety, so many problems, and just by the sweet smile of Guru Maharaj, all of this, whatever problems, whatever anxiety, whatever pressure one has, like you don't have to reveal what's in your mind. He can understand that what you need to have. The solution is just like when he glance at you or smile at you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. We have all of that experience.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
It's embarrassing to tell what's within our heart in front of Guru Maharaj because he knows. It's embarrassing to open up our heart, but we have to at times. And he will solve it immediately. He will often say, "You don't worry." How often, how many times we've heard him saying, "Don't worry, everything will be all right." You've heard of him saying this? Gita Mataji, you've heard him saying this?
Yes, Maharaj, many times, many times.
Many times. It's amazing. He's like, he's his assurance, because he knows Krishna will take care of everything. He has complete faith on Lord Krishna, that if we follow his instructions, then nothing to worry about. Everything will be okay. This is his compassion. Let me see here.
Maharaj,
Yes.
even in the early days in Vancouver, they have the Vyasa Puja. All the
Right.
God brothers would attend, if you remember those days, and
Yeah.
they would say exactly the same thing. And
Ah,
whenever Gopal Krishna Maharaj would show up, all the difficulties would disappear.
Hare
The God
Krishna.
brothers, temple president, etc., vice president in the
Ah,
early days.
thank you. Thank you, Jagavindra Prabhu. And if I may say that expressions of words coming from Guru Maharaj is there eternally for all of his disciples who follows his instructions. We will only be worried if we are not following properly. So his words is ringing in our ears the whole time. Okay? We just have to continue on, cooperate, and put Krishna as the center of our life, Guru Maharaj. There's nothing to worry about. Everything will be fine. Seemingly externally that, oh yes, there's a lot of difficulties, there's a lot of problems, a lot of issues, but everything in the long range and long term, ultimately everything will be okay. Will be fine. Actually, There is no difficulty. The only difficulty is our vision, our perception. But for Guru Maharaj, he sees like 50 years, 100 years, 1,000 years from now. So if we have that complete faith in Guru Maharaj's words that do not worry, everything will be okay. Eternally for us also, we have to have that assurance and believe that Guru Maharaj will make sure that everything will be okay. Our health, our family, our relatives, whatever issues we have, whatever family or whatever is bothering us, as long as we follow his instructions, everything will be okay. This is his compassion and still gonna be with us life after life. Yes. Okay. Do you still have time or shall I wrap it up now? I still have few things to say. What do you say, Jagannath Priya Prabhu? I have a kirtan in half an hour.
You want to take some questions, comments?
Okay,
Or you
sure. Can I say one more?
please.
He's like Lord Shiva. I'm comparing now to demigods like Lord Shiva. I'm sorry. Because he had detachment and service mood. Lord Shiva is very detached. He's very humble and devoted to Lord Krishna, to Lord Sankarsad. So Guru Maharaj is like that also. He traveled, he worked hard, he tolerated and served without personal luxury. Like Lord Shiva, he's content. I mean, he doesn't have a residence. He's what? Under the banyan tree or something? Because this is the main duty of Lord Shiva, even to those who are in the mode of ignorance. They have what do you say, chance to be liberated. This is the mercy, this is the compassion of Lord Shiva, that anyone who worships him ultimately, they may be in the mode of ignorance, but after some time they will come to the mode of passion and goodness and pure goodness. So Guru Maharaj is like that also. Guru Maharaj is not, he doesn't care for his comfort. His life is completely dedicated towards service. He accepted inconvenience for service. I remember traveling with him, first years and going to Russia. We're going to Siberia. You know how cold Siberia is? Huh? So cold. And we're just traveling alone. No other, not like in the last years of Guru Maharaj's pastimes with us, with like 10 devotees traveling with him. But so cold. And one time I was so cold, I didn't bring, I was like, thinking that it's not gonna be cold. He gave me his sweater. I cannot remember now where I put that sweater though. One time I don't have pair of shoes, so someone gave him a pair of shoes, so I asked him, "Can I have your shoes?" So he gave me also, but I'm so, I don't know, spaced out. I cannot remember where were those. So we will go to places where I don't think many of our devotees will go. So distant places that very, very difficult to preach. Lord Shiva is like that. I'm comparing to Lord Shiva in a sense. Let me see. Okay, the last one now. He carried responsibilities for decades, and at the same time, he's very detached. Lord Shiva is like that. I have a few more here, but I think I will stop her now. If that is okay with you all. Okay, any questions or comments? I have a kirtan here in a few minutes. Somehow it's good that Jagannath Priya Prabhu agreed that we push back a little bit, half an hour before this program. Gita Mataji,
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances, august to Prabhupada.
Paul.
Thank you so much, Maharaj, for your association. You mentioned in the beginning about notes. Where do you get those notes from? And if they can be
From Burijan Prabhu,
okay, okay.
you know, in
Yes.
the Veda base,
Yes.
there is was that surrender unto me or something?
Yes, yes, Maharaj, I have that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I read it from there,
Okay.
and then
I had a question.
yes.
You talked about not being sentimental. So, is it possible for you to give a practical example of a devotee who's sentimental?
Sentimental. What is the meaning of sentimental anyway? Can you tell me?
Something maybe being just emotional and doing something, like instead of making sure that it's according to scriptures or,
Oh,
good
yeah.
actions.
Yes. See, we should not go along with our emotions because usually in a conditioned state, our emotions are more in the bodily platform. So, and if you know that some correction is needed, don't hesitate to tell what is proper and not proper. Something which we are doing for a long time, which is wrong, doesn't make it correct. Okay? So that doesn't mean you're doing it for a long time and no one is telling you that it is wrong. That makes it correct. So if you know what is the proper way how to do things, then you can say that, oh, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. I'm not pointing fingers here. It's like in Vrindavan and in Mayapur, this is how we do it. We offer first flowers, then Guru Puja. We don't offer Guru Puja first and then flowers after. Yeah? This is how it is done. Pushpa first. It's like when we go in Guru Puja, Prabhupada, we offer flowers even during Guru Puja. We don't, of course, if you're late, then you can offer your flowers late. So this is in festival time. This is how we do it. So being sentimental means, oh, this is the old ways we've been doing this. Everyone is doing it in North America. So I was in Seattle, Washington. So there was a big festival there of Tirubab of our departed gurus. So I told them this is not the proper way. I kind of like push it. So they follow what I said. So maybe now they still continue what they were doing. They just wanted to please me. And Gauranga Prabhu was there, so he agreed with me. So, and Hari Bilas Prabhu was there, and he did not say anything because this is the proper way. So don't be sentimental and be carried by your emotions because we are still in the conditioned state that we need to be corrected if needed be. But we have to do it in a nice way. Okay?
Yes, Maharaj, thank you.
All right. Keshav Ram Prabhu. Keshav Ram.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept
Can
my.
I see your lotus face? I'm very sorry. I've been, maybe I should put this in here, my hand, so you don't see me, right? Why are you opening your lotus faces here? It's okay, even if you're cooking, but don't be in the bed and listening like this. Come on. You don't want to show your lotus faces or what? It's not fair. Turn on your videos. But don't speak all at the same time. Just turn on your video so we can see. Come on, we see only like twice a month and you don't want to show yourself? That's not good. Yeah? Who is supposed Keshav?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble
Where
obeisance.
are you? I cannot find you now. You're somewhere there.
It's I'm
Okay, no problem. Go ahead.
Maharaj. So like I have a question. You said we have to please Guru Maharaj. So how could I know I'm pleasing? We have a situation here like in last Tirubodinasa. So we have a program at with God Brothers one location, and we have like we are planning to celebrate that is at our nearby temple, that's a New Jersey City, ISKCON of Hudson. So in this case, we celebrated with all new devotees here in the Jersey City. So how could I know like Guru Maharaj was pleased with that? Like I should go with my God brothers and attending the program, or otherwise like I should start here and to associate with the new devotees and showing them are like this is the way we celebrated here. So
Yeah. Okay, if you don't know the procedure, how to do it, ask your elder God brothers, senior God brothers. And how do you know that Guru Maharaj is pleased? When you see others are pleased, are happy. When you see others are happy with your service also, you don't have to show off. You don't have to tell anybody that you know this, that I'm the one who's responsible. You can feel that everyone is happy, and in this way Guru Maharaj is happy also with
Okay.
you, with your endeavor. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Sham Krishna Prabhu.
I have one question and one comment.
Okay.
It's a nice topic that we discuss about compassions today. And Guru Maharaj is embodiment of compassions. In his lectures, he has said many times that one of the root cause of the material disease is lack of knowledge. And as we can see, to express his compassions, he did a lot of preaching and book distribution. Prabhupada says, Sahityam ya prakasha vitijya pracharam krutava sadhu bhagavad padayate namah. So he is really embodiment of. So now my question is, compassion is the biggest virtue, and all Vaishnava, that is one of the quality is to be compassion.
Paradukha Dukhi.
Right. So Arjuna is devotee.
Yes.
Of course, he's a Kshatriya, but also he's a devotee. He was rightfully compassionate about Guru Maharaj and his grandfather and all those cousins and everything. But Krishna engages him in a war and trying to act him based on his bodily qualities, which is Kshatriya, rather than acting him as a Vaishnava that he was trying to. So I'm just confused. What is why so? Why is Krishna doing so?
Krishna, when he does things, he accomplishes many things. Because Arjuna's position he was put into that position is like for us to follow in his footsteps, ultimately to accept Krishna, to accept a spiritual master. Even though Arjuna is a pure devotee, he is naturally, he knows all of this, but he was put into a situation where he has to follow ultimately Krishna. Always Arjuna is following Krishna, but he was put into this bewilderment for us to follow Arjuna's position, that ultimately Arjuna accepted Krishna, because Arjuna was saying, oh, we sit on the same platform, we eat together. But then ultimately he understood that now I am bewildered and I only want to follow you, because ultimately later he followed Krishna. I quoted that verse. So his compassion is more in the beginning is in the bodily platform, because naturally, yes, they are my friends, but then no, to establish the principles of religion, even if you have to kill them, but he's not really killing them, as Lord Krishna says, already killed all of them. You just have to do your duty. So many things is being accomplished, performing your duty for Krishna's pleasure, not doing your duty because out of your compassion you don't want to fight. Ultimately, the main message of Bhagavad Gita is to do our duty but become detached to the result, because we are doing it for Krishna.
So I guess our prime duty is to follow Krishna or Krishna's pure
Yeah,
devotees.
that's why I said maybe you came a little late. The disciple's duty is always to make his spiritual master happy, even at the cost of our own happiness. That is very deep realization. No
Thank you.
condition, unconditional.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
very much, Sham Krishna Prabhu. You always have a very intelligent question. It puts the speaker, like a little bit. Thank you. That's very good. Any
Thank you.
other?
Hare Krishna.
Danur Dar, Priya Prabhu. Last question.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. Maharaj, I
Haribo.
just want to understand the root means meaning of humility, the root meaning, and how it can be manifested in many ways.
Prabhupada was once asked how to become humble. Humility means doing what is necessary, even at the cost of your own, unconditionally. Okay, humility means what? Trinadapi sunichena, taroriba saistuna, more humbler than a blade of grass. Prabhupada was once asked, Prabhupada, how do you become humble? Just do it. Just be humble. You cannot do things. You cannot chant the holy name if you're not humble. If you're full of pride and false ego, you're not chanting the holy name. Even if you're chanting, it's only alphabets. You cannot chant attentively. You cannot chant purely. You cannot attain love of God. This is the opposite of being humble, is being proud. A person who is proud, he cannot attain love of God. Number one quality that we need to cultivate is obedience and humility. They go together. If you're not humble, you're not obedient. If you're not obedient, how can you be humble? Okay? Humble means like, you asking a question. This is being humble. Humble means you accepting your frailties. You're accepting your being conditioned. And Arjuna, he was humbled in this situation. Was that Lord Krishna says, you're talking like a learned person, but actually you're a fool. Isn't it? He said that in the Bhagavad Gita, right?
Yes.
Yes,
So,
Maharaj.
so please read Bhagavad Gita every day. Bhagavad Gita is so deep. If you really, so this is my understanding now. Every time that we're gonna be talking about Bhagavad Gita, we will connect it to Guru Maharaj, because this is the purpose. Coming here and having your association gives us strength in our faith and our love for Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. This is my intention now. Every time we speak, every time we talk, we're just trying to connect it to Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. And this is humility. I'm telling you what my intention is. Okay?
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare
All right.
Krishna.
What happened to Jai Govinda, Prabhu? He disappeared?
No, he's
No, I'm still here, Maharaj.
You raise your hand. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. I was just going to give an example of when you were talking about Guru Maharaj being like Lord Shiva. But
Mm-mm.
I spoke about it last year at the Tirubhava in Vrindavan,
Wow.
about how he came here one time and they lost his luggage. The airline lost his luggage, and he was going to go to Los Angeles, and he only had his briefcase. They didn't find his luggage in time. He only had his briefcase, and he was walking out the door, and he said, "Jai Govinda, Krishna wants me to be like detached, like Rupa Goswami." And he went joyfully to Los Angeles with nothing but his briefcase,
Mm-hmm.
completely detached.
It'll take me a long time to be like that. I travel with practically two suitcases. One
He
suitcase
had
and some books.
he had me going to the airport. He had me going. He told me to go to the president of Air Canada. Go meet the president of Air Canada. Yes, Mom.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I went to meet the president of Air Canada in downtown Vancouver,
Mm.
or the president, the local CEO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's some
Humility is that's
lowly brahmachari going up and meeting this, big shot temple president or big shot president, CEO of Air Canada.
yeah.
But I
That's
said, Jai
humility.
Govinda. Yeah, I wish I had that humility now.
No. Humility means trying to follow the instructions of the spiritual master, which seemingly very impossible to do. So there is nothing impossible. What Prabhupada also told his disciples in the O'Hare airport in Chicago, he told his disciple, "Why don't you ask them to change the O'Hare airport to O'Hare Krishna Airport?" And I don't know if he did it or not, but maybe he did not. Seemingly impossible. No, that is humility. Okay, Krishna Chandra Prabhu, let's go. This is I only have 10 less
Hare
than 10.
Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam, all
I
praise
go.
to you.
I
His
go.
accept my humble obeisances. Humility also, Maharaj, a comment, means to come forward with courage and try
Yeah.
to tell the truth.
Yeah, I said that
Oh,
many
you
times.
did. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank
I
you.
said that many times. Okay. Thank you very much and hope to see you soon in North America.
yes.
Vancouver, Atlanta, Washington, Boise, what else? San Jose. And hopefully I'll see you in Baltimore on the July 4th weekend, okay?
Yes.
Try your best. Try your best. Krishna will do the rest. Thank you all very much. Vanchakalpa tarubhyascha. Kripa
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Maharaj, Hare Krishna, Hari Bol.
Krishna Maharaj. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hari Bol.
Dandat Pranam Maharaj, Hari Bol.
Hare Bol. Hare Bol Maharaj.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Pranams. Hare Krishna Pranams.
Okay, Devin,
Dhanvat Pranam Maharaj.
Hari Hari.
Dhanvat Pranam.
Okay. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
See you all soon.